Episode 1091 of the Dawn and Drew Show is brought to you by Adam and Eve. Use the code DAWN for a new dildo for your butthole. Or whatever, I don't judge you.
Listen up, bitches!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dawn and Drew Show.
I couldn't remember if there was something farther on that intro, and I was like, wait, don't fuck it up, because you're Dawn Maselli.
And I'm Drew Domkis, and that was Dr. Puff.
And I was like, I was getting confused because I haven't heard that intro in a long time.
A long time.
And I love it, and I'm hypnotized. And all I'm thinking is, Dawn and Drew Show, Dawn and Drew Show. And that's all I'm going to do now.
Nice.
That's the rest of the show.
I still follow him. We're friends on Facebook. I don't think he does anything by the name of Dr. Puff anymore. So maybe we'll bring him back too.
Oh.
That would be so cool. I always loved his intros. I still do.
Yes. I feel like I have to still burp because it's right before the show I took a sip of soda. And it's like right there.
I just drank beer. Let's burp together.
1, 2, 3. Gross, Drew. I'm Drew.
That was you.
Excuse me.
Those are both you.
Excuse me. I don't normally try to burp in public. It's something that I kind of try to keep to myself. Except for the show.
Yeah, except on the show.
Then
you
I'm
fart,
all about
you
it.
burp, you do it all.
I do it all because I'm multifaceted and asseted.
3 in 1 week. What's happening here?
I told you I'm making a comeback, goddammit. Did you think I was lying? Did you think I was fucking with you again?
You're just going to peter out.
Way to be a pessimist.
No,
Do
I
have
think
to
it's
give
great.
Nope. I got to give you a lecture right now.
What? PMA.
On PMA. Drew?
I was only kidding. Jeez, it's
No.
a comedy show. You have to get so serious, Dawn.
There's serious topics that we're going to discuss today
Right.
on the Dawn and Drew Show.
All right.
Dawn and Drew Show. Dawn and Drew. Wait, I'm not doing the right note.
Dawn and Drew Show. Dawn and Drew Show. Dawn
Is that
and
it?
Drew
Is
Show.
that- was that the right-
Yeah.
Is that the right note?
That's the one.
I'm having a hard time remembering the note.
Well, it was just like a minute ago.
That?
No.
How is that any different than what you just did? Let me hear yours again.
Dawn and Drew Show.
I didn't know you could sing that low.
Now you do.
If all of a sudden
Now you do.
How's the lowest? What's the lowest you can sing?
Let's see. How low can you...
You'll say, sing. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Nobody knows. It's hard to go that low.
It's a good exercise, though.
It is.
Try it again, for
Now,
real, in earnest.
Nobody know. What's the note? Does it go even lower there?
No. Nobody knows.
That's hard.
Knows the trouble I've... Wait.
Nobody. Yeah. Is this?
Oh, it's easier to hum.
Well, we're not humming.
Well, if I was in a humming competition, I would be like, check it out.
Well, now we need people to send in their lowest notes. Nobody. I can't get
Let's
that low.
talk up one from, oh my God, you know who you're in
What?
communication with?
Who?
The loneliest whale in the world.
What?
There's one whale swimming around right now
Right now.
that is like, can only hear a certain frequency, and it's a frequency that nobody uses.
Nobody.
No whales use.
Is it a zombie whale?
No.
Looking for Brian?
No, it's not. It's the loneliest. It's
How
not
do you
a-
know? Just it's the loneliest one on camera.
What?
There could be 100 other lonely ones, just they haven't been shot yet and with film.
Shot? Why do you want to shoot a
Not
whale? What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
Who the fuck did I marry? A goddamn whale murderer. Drew,
What?
how many whales have you killed?
None.
I'm
I'm not a whale killer. I'm just saying that just because you saw one lonely one doesn't mean it's the only lonely one.
I didn't see it.
Oh, well, then it's even. Then what are you talking about? You didn't even see it. It's
I-
all hearsay.
I know of it.
What?
I know of this whale.
Where did you hear about it?
In scientific journals of high prestige.
Really? When was it published?
Very recently.
Oh, yeah. Does the Prestige have a dot something at the end?
What? How would I know that?
Where did you read this?
It's a
On the internet.
No, I'm telling you. It's a true thing.
Oh, so you're the source, but you didn't see it.
I just talked to the whale. It just told me what's happening. Didn't you just hear the song? I sent a message out to the whale, and I got a response.
All right.
It's a lonely whale.
You are getting too cooped up in this quarantine. You're talking to whales. We're in the middle of the Midwest.
I did lie about the talking to the whale part.
The truth comes out.
Let me say what's the truth part, what's the non-truth part.
Okay.
The truth
First, I just asked, where did you hear about this?
Probably. I
What's
can't.
your source?
National Geographic.
Really?
National Geographic. That's how I pronounce things.
Now you're talking like Dory.
She could talk to whales.
I know.
So, I did not just communicate with the whale, but I did know about this whale, and it is the loneliest whale.
How did you know about it?
Because I read about the hertz.
Where did you read about it?
153 hertz or something like that, Drew. I'm almost positive.
Is it the brown note?
Well, you know I'm fascinated with sound and different effects of sound.
Yeah.
So it's not beyond comprehension to understand that I casually read nerdy things for fun.
I don't doubt it. I was just asking where your source is since you didn't see this whale.
I told you it was a scientific journal of high prestige.
I'm asking when was it published? And was it on the internet?
I probably read it on the internet.
Okay.
Fine. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, I just want to say that.
You just want to.
I just wanted you to say where you read it.
Well, I told you.
If it's on the internet, it's true.
Okay, well, good, because Abraham Lincoln and I were just video chatting. All right, no, but it's this whale that it only hears a certain frequency and it can't hear the other one. So every time it's like goes up to the other whales and is like, "What's up?"
And he thinks they're shunning him.
They're like, "What the fuck is that guy saying?" And then he's like, "What's up?" And they're like, no, and they're just like, and what's up?
So he can only hear one frequency, or he can only speak one frequency?
I think maybe both.
Really? How would he know?
Well, exactly. How do we know it's both? So somehow, this one whale is so sad and never has any friends. It just swims around all by itself all the time.
What if he likes being by himself?
Nobody likes being by themselves that much.
You sure?
Wait, what are you telling me? Did you know
When's your next whale trip?
Oh. Did you know that rich people used to keep, there was a fashion for a while to keep, when you had a large amount of land, to keep a hermit as a pet?
What? A hermit?
Yes.
Like a person?
Like a person.
Do you build a bridge for them to sit
You
under?
would build them maybe a little hermit hut.
Really?
And your friends would come over and they'd be like, "Would you like to see my hermit?" And you would go to the hermit. And sometimes the hermit was like a philosopher. And like it's just a person that lived in your woods, like by themselves.
All in leather, bound, gagged.
Why do you have to go there?
Isn't that what you meant?
What are you talking about?
Oh, wait, that's a gimp.
Yeah. You don't know what a hermit. You don't know a fucking hermit versus a gimp. I can't be in quarantine with him anymore. Do you see what's going on here?
I really did not realize people kept hermits. That's news to me. That's what we bring you here at the Dawn and Drew Show.
It's real. So, yes, if you were wealthy and you had land, maybe you would have some exotic birds and maybe a zebra.
That's our goal, is to earn enough money to get a hermit.
Well, no. Actually, now I feel like
It's like a handyman.
I feel like we'll wait long enough, my dad will be living in the yard.
He is the hermit.
I know. But no. So you had a hermit that you could it was your responsibility.
You just order him around to do stuff?
Well, he wasn't like a handyman. He was just kind of a hermit. Like he would
Just in the
tinker.
way?
He would tinker in his own little space, maybe do writing, and then once in a while you could be like, "Let me ask you a question, hermit," and then they'd be like, "Yes, sir."
He'd enlighten you.
Yeah, but I think like
He'd do your gardening.
I don't know.
You're like, "Hermit, get off the grass."
No, I don't know. I mean, like perhaps they would do gardening and stuff, but for the whole thing was kind of just like.
Where'd you hear about these hermits?
What's
your source?
Again with the source. What's your obsession with sources?
I just want to understand where you're coming from. Are you making this up? It's April Fool's. I don't know. You could be telling me all kinds of nonsense today.
No.
So I don't know. That's why I got to double check. I'm nervous.
These are all true things.
Okay.
So far, I'm telling the truth.
All right.
Rich people used to keep hermits. I know.
April Fools.
Nope, not
No?
April Fools.
Damn. All right. I want to meet one of these rich people and say, "How's your hermit?"
It's not in vogue any longer.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, did you actually know that people were actually kept in zoos? Did you know that
Somebody's got to feed the animals.
No, I mean, like, they would be, like, stealing people from Africa and keeping them in zoos.
It's called slavery, Dawn.
Yeah, but, like, in a cage and being like, look at them. It's messed up. So
The display model.
kind of, I mean, you'd be like, look at this. We took a whole...
You're taking the show to a weird turn. Where are you getting at now?
I'm just saying, it's interesting how people collect humans.
Yeah.
Like, what a weird species we are to collect other of our own kind and be like, you are my hermit now.
My pet.
Yeah, that's what it was. So that was my hermit information.
Thanks.
And it came from the whale, which I can't even remember.
So wait, the whale told you about the hermit? Is this the whale is rich?
The whale didn't. That's what I was talking about. Not everyone likes isolation, except maybe
is that
the
where it
kept
went?
hermit.
It went to hermit. Okay. I was just saying, maybe the whale is actually got a whole bunch of friends and a crew, but they all just swim vertically below him.
No, it's not like that at all. What
How do you
think?
know?
Just like a.
We're only looking at him from the top in the drone view.
You know what? I encourage you to do your own research on the project.
All right. Well,
on any of the
I want
things
your
I
list of
discussed.
sources, like in a footnote.
Actually, I would. I
Bibliography.
do hope that something I say will encourage someone to go off on a strange tangent.
Hey,
about-
I have gone on plenty strange tangents because of things you've said.
Absolutely.
I'm totally fascinated with Peru now.
Thank you very much. And we're going to go.
Who the hell
someday.
built Peru?
Who built Peru?
Yeah.
For years.
Not the more recent, many thousand-year-old Peru.
No.
No, we're talking the really old Peru.
Who? When the Inca.
And how?
Yes.
And did they use the brown note?
I think they did.
Yeah.
I think they used sound. And so, we all come back to the whale and the note and the brown note. It all comes back to the brown
Stan
note.
Lee was on top of it because his Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're messing around with portals made out of megaliths. They liquefy.
What sound?
It was a sound, yeah, absolutely.
So you want to know all my sources, but you start your
Stan Lee.
references
Stan Lee is my
are
source.
comic books.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I just wanted to get
Yes.
your credentials and my credentials
Yeah.
squared away.
Yours is a
here.
whale.
Mine is actual I'm not even kidding. I do read a lot of very interesting but incredibly nerdy things. Even sometimes I'm like, God, this is nerdy. This is hard. So I do.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not doing it to be cool. I never would think that would get me ahead anywhere. But I do have to tell you about something that I found out about recently.
Yeah,
Well,
where's your source?
myself.
Okay.
This is my source.
Tell me.
It's something that I called you about immediately when I discovered it because I was so shocked. So we're sitting in Costa Rica at the in the breakfast cafe one morning.
On your most recent trip, you're
On
saying?
my most recent trip a
Okay.
few weeks ago while I was in the jungle, and I'm sitting with my friend Enkar and her sister. And I had just seen an Instagram post by the world famous Spanish queen Charo. Right?
Right.
Coochie coochie.
Coochie coochie.
Like, I was like, your queen had a message today. Wash your hands. And she goes, who is the queen? And I was like, Charo. And she's like, who is Charo? And I was like, what did you just say? And I was shocked. And I asked all my Spanish friends there. No one knows her.
Isn't she from Spain?
Yes.
How do you not know who Charo is?
She is not famous there. She's only famous here.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I was just like, what? All these years.
There's a certain age group. I don't think young people know who Charo is. Right
No,
now.
I'm not saying, I wasn't asking like 18-year-olds.
Right.
Although,
There's probably some, but
they'll be like, I follow that lady on Instagram. She's now in her 70s. I think that she's had a lot of plastic surgery, but she looks crazy good. Her body is like crazy awesome. And I think, look at that lady in her 70s. She's like dancing around in a fucking leotard.
what was she trying to do? They'll get like her song as your washing your hands song or something like that.
She just has like a really cute little Instagram channel that she like will say, today we're going to make juice. And like she just has her cute accent where you're like, what are you saying? And then, But like, I don't know. She just seems like she's always like, okay, let's do this.
Like, could you?
Yeah, totally. And I thought she was famous in Spain.
She's the opposite of Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yes. Good reference.
I'm hungry. Speedy. She's the Speedy Gonzalez.
She is.
Okay.
And so I thought she was really incredibly well known, and apparently no. And then I showed Enkar a picture, and she's like, it was with her with a man, and she goes, "Oh, I know that guy. That's his wife." And I was like,
Weird.
Charo, someone's wife.
How rude.
So.
Do you have that video? Can we post it?
What? I don't have permission to
Of Charo.
Of her Instagram?
Yeah, can we share it somewhere?
I don't know. You're asking me like I'm in charge of these things.
You must have a link to it, a URL, a hypertext link
of
to
her
this.
talking about washing your hands?
Yeah. What was the whole point of it? She was trying to get the word out.
All I could understand
Let's
is
spread the word.
Hola, amigo. I don't even know what she was saying. Well, she was saying, you wash your hands and you have to make a certain... And then she's just pure energy. And I hope that it's real energy and not just like 6 bumps.
She was in the bathroom. The bump and a dump.
Yep. And you say I don't teach you anything.
I'm learning all the time. Learning.
We do try to dedicate a good amount of our day here to farting around.
Absolutely.
And every once in a while.
Most of it.
And every once in a while I say, like, we should.
Sometimes you fart a gem out.
I do not fart a gem. That would imply I was eating the gem. That'd be gross.
You could eat a piece of coal, poop out a diamond.
I'd have to have the strongest intestines.
You've been working with your Kegels.
Yeah, but that's like, I'd be like, wait. I gotta catch it. And squeeze it so hard. That would take days.
It would sound like, ding.
I'd drop out a diamond.
Yeah. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, but then you'd have me in a cage just squeezing out diamonds all the time.
Like, and I'd put you on parade like my hermit.
Would I be a hermit or a gimp? Does it depend on the outfit?
Yeah.
I don't know if the hermit was necessarily like some kind of sex thing, though.
Probably one or two hermits.
I feel like the gimp is implying some kind of maybe sex or kinkiness, like more of a sexual.
That's a control thing.
Yeah, but like the hermit seemed like it could be like, fuck it, I'm out of here.
It could have good advice, you said.
I think they were often like sought out for their advice. So it's just like maybe just.
So they were like psychology majors with no job?
Well, just like now.
That's your tip. That's today's hermit.
Oh my God. Let me just say, if you're in school right now
you can't be in school right now.
No, people are online. People are in online college.
Are they? They just say they are.
Really? I don't think so, Drew. I don't think the world is just like, let's just not. But if you are going to school right now for philosophy.
Oh, that's what it was, philosophy.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, you knew what I meant.
I knew what you meant.
You were there.
Because then a lot of other people are like,
I know.
what's his trip? Don is so nice, but like, Drew's a fucking dick. That's all our friends.
All of them.
Every single one of them are like, why marry that guy? Actually, no one's ever said that to me.
Look at that.
The only thing I've ever heard is like, Drew's really cool, right? I'm like, you think?
Like, why do you marry her?
I know has been said probably behind my back. So, okay, check. So what I was saying is that sometimes we have to dedicate our lives right now to learning things.
Right.
And I've just told you a few things, but now we're going to discuss something that I rather insisted that you learn the other day. And it is a wonderful documentary called Ant Mountain.
I forgot all about it already.
By Sir David Attenborough. You forgot about it already?
No, it was actually really awesome. I didn't realize it was a whole hour, but I could have gone 2 hours.
Really?
It was really good. And then I went right into the making of afterwards.
Okay.
That was pretty cool.
So let's hear your recollection of what the documentary is about. What did you actually learn?
It was an amazing story of these 2 ants that... No way, it was this massive colony of ants that are like living and working together with thousands of queens. It's super unheard of. And they just keep on like spreading around this entire area. What country was that?
It was in the Swiss Alps.
That's right. I forgot exactly where it was.
Do you want me to tell it?
You can if you want, but that's basically it. The end.
That's it? That's
Man.
all you learned?
No, I learned a lot. Like the whole thing about them like regurgitating their food to everybody was super weird. I mean, I'd seen it before, but like when they introduced a foreign ant from a whole different colony into the one, and the very first thing they do is just like feed me. It was like little zombies. That was a little weird. The mega queen, or the multitude of queens, was pretty awesome. But then when they need to spread out, only the certain queens get wings and fly off. It's pretty cool.
So you almost got a lot of that's
Almost?
That's pretty good. It's a
pretty
pretty good
good.
recollection.
It was pretty good.
So it's in the Jura Mountains. Maybe it's pronounced Jura.
That's what I said.
Jura? How would you pronounce that?
How do you
in
spell
Swiss?
it?
In Swiss.
How do you spell it?
Jura.
Oh, that's Yetta.
Yeah, wait, Jura?
Yetta.
What accent is that?
Swiss, obviously.
I think of Swiss as being like, we're from Switzerland. That's my only
Yetta Mountain. Yetta Mountain.
wait, yodel.
Yeah, it's part of a yodel. Yodel, Yoda.
I'm a huge fan of the yodel.
I would think that's probably how you pronounce it.
Jura?
Did he say it in the show?
500 times, but I didn't write down the phonetics.
So we ask Siri again?
No. So it's this one colony. It's a super colony
Super colony.
of ants.
Showbiz colony.
No, it's not a show. They're a specific kind of wood ant.
Right. There were the wood ant and the field ant.
Well, the field ant is just there for comparison.
Yeah, but they were right there. They were like fighting with each other.
Well, that's the thing.
Intermingling. The one like faked it out. The queen went into their hive or their hill and like turned into their queen.
Yeah,
That was pretty creepy.
that's pretty badass though.
The craziest thing though was all the footage. The footage was amazing. There were certain times it looked like a drone, but you're in such a tiny, small space. It was.
And they're like, and now we'll go inside the anthill, and you're like, what?
I know. And
We're
then
gonna look at inside the anthill.
with the night vision, even that was really pretty cool.
So
It's worth it just to watch the making of, because they do show a lot of that footage, and they kind of give you a little bit of the gist. But like, if you were gonna only watch one.
watch the documentary, not the 7-minute
Watch
making. If you were only going to watch one, would you ever really recommend the 7-minute making of?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people have short attention spans. And if you're nerdy, that's all you want to get to is
But you
how
won't
did
get
they
the
do this?
information.
We're giving it to them now. Yoda.
We don't even know how to pronounce the goddamn mountain.
Where was that, though? That's on that, what's the name of that service that we're on?
Oh.
Curiosity Stream or something? What is it?
Yes, they're not a sponsor of the show, but let me just tell you, it's pretty cool.
Is that what? Yeah, Curiosity Stream.
It's all documentaries. So the problem is you open up like you want to sit down and watch something, and you open up Netflix, and there's like 10 trillion things. So many of them are bloody and violent.
John Wick 12.
There's so much that is just like, ooh. And it's there. I'm going to say there are also, documentaries and stuff on there too, but like, oh my God, it's overwhelming sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I was like, oh, this service is only documentaries, and it's like $13 or $12 for the year, $1 a month. Okay, let's watch some David Attenborough.
Wait, that's what we're paying? Who authorized that?
I yelled up the stairs, we're subscribing to this. And you're like, okay. So, but it's really cool because this colony of ants, there's like, okay, this is the largest, the largest gathering of a species in the world.
Spoiler alert.
Well, really? And ants are something that we don't often think about. We kind of see them. Some people go out of their way to like, kind of like, I'm going to smush you. I don't know. I try to be like, where you going, little guy? But, they're doing so many things, and we just don't really notice them. So it's really fascinating when there's this one colony that's acting completely different than all other ant colonies in the world, in the known world. Now, maybe once we start digging apart anthills and putting little tiny micro cameras, we'll find more of this behavior. But for right now, it's just this one area.
It's pretty wild.
And
I
ants,
enjoyed it for sure.
All the ants have decided, instead of going to war with each other, how about we just be fucking cool?
Peace out.
Peace. Totally. And everyone's just like, let's just get along.
Maybe everybody should just watch that and we'll all be cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the solution.
Right there.
Ant Mountain.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Done.
I'm glad that we had this discussion, Drew.
Right? Jeez. Easy peasy.
So there we go.
Yeah.
We learned a lot of things today, kids, didn't we?
We did. Definitely did.
We did.
We dod.
You think the word dod will ever make a comeback?
Dod.
Dod it.
I dod it.
I just said that, Drew.
Dod.
I don't think it's real.
No, I don't think so. Hey, I definitely wanted to say thank you, though, to some people that left comments in iTunes. I thought that was super awesome. I found 3 new ones since we started putting out new shows.
That makes me keep wanting to do them. Because if I don't get positive reinforcement,
Right.
I'm just going to forget about you again.
5 stars from Zombie Ghoulie. 5 stars from Buchanan. 5 stars from Wask23.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, if it was like 4 stars, I'd be like, well, what can I do to make your
Yeah.
your free podcast more enjoyable?
You want fries with this? Can you-
I'll put a little bit of shake in my fries.
I just thought it was cool.
Thanks
That's a cool way to support the show.
Yeah, thanks, guys. That's awesome. And remember, you can always use our sponsor, Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
Remember what I said about the butthole and the dildo thing? It's true.
it is. Everybody's using Amazon. We have if you go to our site, you can click one of the banners. We used to have a shortcut, but that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, they were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
We're like, ooh. And they're like, didn't you read your terms? And we're like, no, does anyone?
Yeah, you got to actually click the banner on the website.
Yeah, that's true. That's cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
there you go.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. We will catch you on the flip side.
Thank
bitches.
you.
Good night, Internet.
Down on my feet, I look on the street and I see it. Dog walking by, dog walking by, dog walking by. Down on my feet, I look on the street and I see it. Dog walking by, dog walking by, dog walking by. It's a piece of me, that's a piece of you, it's a piece of me. Brother, it's a piece of me, that's a piece of you, it's a piece of me. Brother, it's a piece of me, that's a piece of you, it's a piece of me. Brother, it's a piece of me, that's a piece of you, it's a piece of me.
When I'm in the kitchen
Internet,
or taking a bath,
internet,
phone news are easy listening
internet,
or making me laugh.
internet.
Morning, noon, and night
Good night, internet.
is just right.
Why do you always want me to say something so goddamn funny at the end of the show? Why don't you say something for a change?
I've been waiting for something funny.
Look up that whale thing.
Right now?